Good evening to you. Welcome back to yet another one of my videos. Today we're going to be looking into the developer section of Substrate Tech, the framework. And the last video is kind of like interesting, speaking about the technology aspect of all of this. If you haven't watched that video, then you can stop here and go back to the video. There's also a link in the description matching back to that video and other subsequent videos. So we're going to be looking at the developer section, as I said, and on my screen here we're at Substrate's website also. So now I'm doing this in order for people to easily come across it without having to like go to substrate.io, in case they kind of like were streaming YouTube and they came across my video. It's going to kind of like intrigue them to like check on what Substrate is about, most especially if they are developers. So let's see what developers can actually do by checking on the developers section. Okay, under the developers we have like home, docs, Rust docs, marketplace, playground, smart contracts, and a few others embedded in between.
We only drink wine.
I'm going to be speaking on the smart contracts first of all, because most of us kind of like know what smart contracts are. We will just briefly look at that. Smart contracts are kind of like using the same MO as other smart contracts. Substrate supports both WebAssembly and Ethereum smart contracts, out of the box giving you a range of languages and tools to write powerful contracts seamlessly under developing. There's more to it by reading documents, which I would not venture into, but rather I would kind of like show you that at this point you could write smart contracts on your own, and you could kind of like have yourself in the Frontier workshop as an intermediate learner, right? You could try it now by clicking on this button here as a beginner trying to write your smart contract. I could try it now as an intermediary user by clicking the try it now button under the Frontier workshop. There's plenty more of that, but let's briefly just look at the home of being a developer, since now we've checked on the smart contract. Substrate Developer Hub, yes, the center of knowledge. Pretty amazing. There's a bunch of documentation with proper reference under there and tutorials for you to dive into, and a playground, okay, for you to check out nodes and the templates you might actually need when you need them at any point in time. All this and many more at substrate.io. So join us today, develop and build on Substrate today. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.